Hello everybody. Today I'm bringing you another toy related video, and I wanted to talk about some of the upcoming Jurassic World figures that I'm looking forward to the most. These figures are planned to be released sometime at the end of the year and going through 2019. We really don't know the release dates for a lot of these figures, but there's a whole lot of great ones coming out that I'm really excited for, and I wanted to just go ahead and make a quick top 10 video highlighting all the ones that I'm looking forward to the most. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. The first one on my list is actually a figure that I thought should have been released by now. It already appears on Target's website, although you can't actually order one or have it shipped to you or anything like that. And that's the Jurassic Park Legacy Collection Raptor from Jurassic Park 3. This is the, I guess, Alpha Raptor, you might call it. And it has the little things on the top of its head, you know, making it stand out from the normal raptors that we're used to seeing. And I know this one is just basically a retool, but I love the Jurassic Park 3 design. It stays true to the original design, but it adds a little bit of uniqueness to the dinosaur. Next on my list is a group of dinosaur that we really are in great need of, and that's the sauropod Albertosaurus. As you guys probably know, if you're a collector of Jurassic Park stuff, we don't really have any sauropod figures whatsoever. We got one Brachiosaurus during the Jurassic Park 3 line and a couple repaints later on, but it was just a really poor sculpt overall and just a really terrible representation of the Brachiosaurus. So I'm glad that we are finally getting a true to scale sauropod in the future. There's no actual screenshots of it yet, except for a little silhouette that was revealed, but I'm really excited for this one. It's going to be great to have another herbivore figure, and not only that, but to actually have a sauropod figure, and one that's true to scale. Next is the Styracosaurus. This was another figure that was announced during the Mattel panel at San Diego Comic-Con. And I'm really excited for this one, mainly for one reason, and that is the Styracosaurus was one of the herbivores that was in the video game Jurassic Park Operation Genesis way back in the day. If you guys have ever played that game, then you know what I'm talking about. I believe it's also in the newer Jurassic World Evolution game as well, and it's going to be great to have another, you know, Triceratops type dinosaur, because it's always, you know, nice to have more herbivores to balance out the plethora of carnivores that we get. Next on my list is the Jurassic Rex. This figure reminds me a lot of Pachycephalosaurus and even the Sticky that was made popular in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. It's just a really cool and unique looking dinosaur. I like the orange color pattern going on it with the black stripes. It reminds me a lot of the Lost World Velociraptor designs, if you guys know what I'm talking about. And I don't know, this one's just really cool. It's really unique. I feel like it's gonna be able to be displayed very nicely with the Sticky and the Pachycephalosaurus figures that we've gotten recently. This next figure I'm really excited for, and that is the Quetz. This figure has no sort of screenshots or any sort of prototype designs released so far. The only evidence we know of this figure coming is a Amazon pre-order, and this is going to be part of the Dole attack line, which is going to be the more medium-sized dinosaurs. I really hope that this thing is to scale, because if you guys know anything about this particular animal, it was gigantic and way larger than, you know, the pteranodons and the more popular prehistoric birds. I'm really excited for this figure. It was one of my favorite dinosaurs in the video game Ark Survival Evolved. You guys might be familiar with the dinosaur if you've ever played that game. And yeah, I'm just really excited for this one. So this next figure, the Parasaurophosaurus, it was actually one of the dinosaurs on my list. If you saw my video of the my wish list for the Jurassic World figures that I wanted them to make. So I'm really happy that they actually went ahead and made one of these into a figure. And what's really unique about this design is that it looks like it's going to be able to be posed on all fours. If you guys remember the old Parasaurophosaurus from the Lost World line, that figure, you could get it to stand on all fours, but it sort of wanted to be bipedal. And this one looks like it's a lot more accurate as far as the anatomy. and I really can't wait to get this one and to, even maybe to get a couple of them and to have a little herd on display or something like that. I think it'd be really cool. And this is such an iconic dinosaur. It's one of the first ones we ever saw in the very first Jurassic Park film. So it's really great to finally get another one of these figures. Next on my list is the Plesiosaur. I'm really excited for this one because I love the marine type dinosaurs. I don't know if they technically classify as dinosaurs, but the large marine reptiles. I loved the Mosasaurus figure that we got earlier this year. I thought it was one of the best figures that's been released so far, and it reminded me a lot of the old Kenner figures, with the real feel skin that it came with. And I'm really excited for this one. It looks like it's going to be more of a plastic design, but that doesn't really bother me. I just really hope that it's to scale. I have high hopes for this one. I can't wait to see more screenshots and, because all we really have so far is like a prototype picture. But yeah, this is definitely one of the most anticipated figures on my list. Third on my list is the Concave Inator, and this one just recently received some actual screenshots of the figure in the packaging, and it looks far better than how it first appeared in the sort of like prototype images that appeared online. This figure looks quite large, and I always like getting the large carnivore figures apart from just a T-Rex. It's nice to have some more variety, and I'm really happy with the way this thing turned out. It's much better than I had expected. It looks like it's gonna have some sort of cool like action attack features, which is a plus. I believe this thing's gonna be shipped rather soon because there's already in-box pictures of it online, and some of the other figures in that same line, like the Suchomimus repaint, they're already starting to appear certain places like eBay and in some stores. So I have hopes that this one's going to be available soon, and I just hope that the supply is large enough so that I'm able to get one. Second on my list is yet another dinosaur that was in the video game Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, and you might remember this dinosaur from the very unique sort of howl screech that it made, and that's the Albertosaurus. Now, this design doesn't look anything like the one that was in the video game, but I'm really excited for this figure. I love the way that it looks, the design, everything about it just looks almost perfect. I really have no complaints about this one whatsoever, except the fact that it's not available to buy yet. I can't wait to get this thing and to add it to my collection, or to use it in the films that I make. It just turned out better than I could have ever imagined, and like I said, it's always a great thing to get new carnivores, especially the larger ones. I'm really a fan of the large carnivores, not so much the small ones, but I'm really excited for this, and the battle damage feature looks really cool and different from the ones that we received earlier, that were part of the Walmart exclusive. It looks like it's going to be a little more detailed and things like that, and yeah, this one just turned out amazing. And last but not least is the Brachiosaurus. This was a figure that was showcased, or at least revealed, alongside the Amargasaurus at San Diego Comic-Con. There's only a silhouette screenshot of this figure so far, but what Mattel did promise us is that this figure is going to be to scale, and if I remember correctly, it's going to be like over 2 feet tall. This is going to be a massive figure that's going to rival the size of the colossal T-Rex that we have. It's always been a dream of mine to get a Brachiosaurus figure, and it's going to be amazing to actually see this thing and to get one in person. And I think I speak on behalf of all Jurassic Park fans that this is one of the dinosaurs that we've always wanted the most. And this one, I believe, is definitely going to justify, the grand, majestic quality of the Brachiosaurus, and I just really can't wait to see how this thing turns out. So that's going to do it for my top 10 most anticipated Jurassic World toys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my recent episode of Jurassic Frontier. I know it was kind of short, only 14 minutes, but I put a lot of hard work into it, and I have, you know, a lot of plans for the next episode, and I'm really excited to get started on it and to show you guys, you know, when I finally get it finished. But as always, thanks again for watching and liking and subscribing to my channel. If there's any videos you want to see, make a suggestion and I might just make a video based on your suggestion. And as always, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.